Pada 16 Februari 2024, seluruh dunia menyaksikan duel dua petarung dengan gaya bertolak belakang. Mantan juara dunia IBF, petarung tekanan tanpa henti kebanggaan Asia Tengah, Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, melawan mesin pembunuh asal Meksiko dengan rasio KO nyaris sempurna, yaitu Eduardo Sugar Núñez. Inilah eliminator IBF, bukan sekedar menang yang menang. Malam ini akan berdiri satu langkah lagi menuju sabuk dunia. Latar belakang Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov mempunyai gaya bertarung southpaw, lemot di awal, mematikan di pertengahan, kuat, banyak pukulan, stamina panjang, selalu maju, jarang mundur. Rakhimov looking to rally, but he's bringing to the proceedings as he's got Rakhimov pinned near his own corner. It was a blister. Sementara Eduardo Sugar Núñez mempunyai power pose murni, pukulan kanan petir, body shot merusak, disiplin tenang mematikan, bukan volume tinggi tapi sesekali masuk hancur. International Boxing Hall of Famer called the moment, and they just face off against one another. That is what the cloak during training camp. Di ronde pertama, Rakhimov langsung menjalankan gaya khasnya, maju tekan, ganggu ritme lawan. Ia menusuk dengan jab kiri southpaw berkali-kali, mencoba memotong ritme lebih cepat. Núñez tetap dingin, tenang, hanya mengamati, sesekali mengayunkan ring hard percobaan untuk mengukur jarak. Ronde perlahan tapi penuh tensi, kedua petarung belum membuka kartu.
So the title was only on the line gymnasium this morning when both men stepped onto this during the build-up to this contest, and both are weighing at more than 140 pounds, made their check weight. Right hand, such an effective antidote against the southpaw, and that is why we have this contest here tonight. Sunday punch. He has put Jesus Martin Seiko with a single right hand. Good right hand catapulting off the strands once again. He kept the attack going, did Núñez, when he backed his man to the ropes, tables, and put his man on the ropes. Good southpaw through the middle, but Rakhimov sounded as Rakhimov continuing to bob and weave in the left hand over the top. Spinning off the line, fully committed to the right hand, but it was the action from that opening round. Rakhimov combination that Rakhimov says, but there Núñez changing the left hook to the body to end the attack. Did Núñez first round in the book.
Memasuki ronde kedua, power pertama Núñez. Ronde dimulai dengan ritme tinggi. Rakhimov menutup jarak dan melepaskan kombinasi 1-2 ke badan. Núñez membalas dengan pukulan kanan keras pertamanya tepat ke pelipis.
He said he's not just a puncher, further if necessary. Also put to that with cold, calculating efficiency here tonight, but of course, if the opportunity to score, Núñez with a good right hand, and that's just disrupted behind his right jab. Left hand to the body was repelled, perhaps just a little bit shaken up as Rakhimov terrific to the ropes, and now looking to fight fire with fire. But Rakhimov, as you'd expect from a former world, well, notable, ensuring that he didn't get greedy. Just beyond the beautifully picked southpaw left uppercuts, just off the line from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, pinning Núñez away. Núñez with a good right hand to the body as Rakhimov continuing to press. Could be meat and drink. He went looking for it, but good left-right combination, reverse 1-2. That southpaw left was Rakhimov, and for a hooks, Rakhimov was to the body. Núñez is from Núñez, elbow of the former champion. Rakhimov out of his southpaw stance. Weaving as he makes his way into range, heads almost from Rakhimov just before the bell to conclude round number 2. My goodness, terrific roundhouse right that put first 1-2s out of that southpaw stance. So in the head came back with effective offense of his own in the form of
Memasuki ronde ketiga, tekanan Rakhimov. Rakhimov mengambil alih dengan volume pukulan. Ia berhasil menempatkan dirinya di jarak favorit mid-range. Beberapa kombinasi kiri kanan mendarat bersih, namun Núñez walau lebih sedikit pukulannya, mendaratkan body shot yang terdengar keras sampai keluar ring.
away from the southpaw backhand. 17 wins coming inside the distance. And trainer, former European champion and world title, dropping Zelfa Barrett twice in as Joe Cordina after that stunning KO of Pat Barrett out of Manchester. That is how his hand and so was unable to make a defense last April by Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov, and Rakhimov's first defender who ended up regaining the title on a split decision in the second round. But Rakhimov will be fighting. These two men find themselves in a final eliminator. Musical chairs we have had around the IBF strap. Rakhimov accurate with that southpaw left one. As again Rakhimov make over the top from Núñez. Down the middle from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. Range, but there's an accurate right hand down the pipe, but inaccurate. Some of them he didn't fully commit to. Bad intention as Núñez back and remaining in the wheelhouse of the K. Punches being let fly by Rakhimov. Terrific action in that third round. My goodness, the skill on petroleum jelly being applied.
Memasuki ronde keempat. Di ronde ini keduanya mulai adu keras. Rakhimov masuk agresif, tapi Núñez mulai memotong pergerakan dengan ring hard counter. Dua kali Rakhimov kena dagu.
I just wonder to what extent that will drain the tank. Rakhimov howlets through a right hook from pins Núñez just above our commentary position, and in the middle of the boxing ring. The two men just left hook to the body landed by the man from Mexico. Weigh in. Oh, there's a good right-handed Núñez, followed by a left hook to check the chin of Rakhimov. Clear down between the two boxers at the conclusion of the weigh-in of Núñez, but this one being fought in a terrific spirit. Thumb across his throat. Comes forward behind a right cross, left hook, passage of the round. As Núñez, front foot, left hand is a scoring shot to the body of the straight variety from Núñez, and that is why he's keen to initiate a clear just to allow the pain from that body shot to subside. Look at how Rakhimov is being doubled over, but still back on the front foot once again and slamming it. 40 seconds and change remain. Fight the discomfort he must be feeling after from Núñez, making the man from Tajikistan for Eduardo Nunez, and a counter right hook. Full side target to the former champion, and Rakhimov, as Núñez was content to range. Hooks and uppercuts being fired in by both boxers, and they've 10-second clapper continued to fight through the bell. So indicating or illustrating the successes that the man in the other, that has been a really accurate weapon. And there, that one in the closing stages of the round.
Memasuki ronde kelima, serangan tubi mulai menyakiti. Núñez mulai fokus ke tubuh, hook kanan krusial, diikuti uppercut kanan ke solar plexus. Rakhimov jelas merasakan dampaknya tapi menolak mundur. Ia justru menekan balik, memaksa Núñez bertahan ke tali sebentar. Ronde brutal keduanya saling memakan pukulan.
Good shot to the usage rate of his lead right hand, despite the fact previous rounds, and he does so right on cue again. Left hand to the bottom, continuing to operate on the perimeter. Stance of Rakhimov to become disorganized. Looks as though he took good right hand slung in, but again he's holding on desperately. Rakhimov to wilt. He's spinning upstairs to the body once again as Núñez looks to body, and then a howlets of a left hook upstairs from through an open mouth, as is Núñez. But remember, poor stance, and he's finding a home for his right hand. Eduardo Nunez in torrid two-way action. Núñez, but now he's got his composure back to the body, and a left hook to the chin is Núñez, the man from Mexico. Toe-to-toe action in the side of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. He's backing up, and that's allowing Núñez to make hay as a right hand swivels the head of Shavkatdzhon by a right hand. Wicked body punching being done. Gamely gets himself back to the space of center ring. He's enduring here. His back pinned to the ropes. Núñez, and as the bell sounded, it's barely audible here at the Dushanbe. What a round produced by this man. But also, what on earth is keeping you up, because he was hit with some.
Memasuki ronde ke-6, Rakhimov mengajak adu pukulan di tengah ring. Núñez tidak lari, dia meladeni dalam pertukaran itu. Justru Núñez yang lebih bersih mendaratkan pukulan keras. 2 body shot ditambah 1 strength kanan membuat Rakhimov sedikit goyah.
They often tend to be slick. And he has demonstrated that, but my goodness, he is a heavy-handed, enough for his energy levels to recover. There he can. Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov was really slowed up. Single shot. Off the gas for this portion of the round. There's a beautiful, and Núñez did put an awful lot into. Approaching a minute 20 gone. Núñez comes barreling forwards once again. And that will be welcome respite from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. Defensively responsible. Right hand, poor left cross from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov from Núñez. Right hook was off the fluid fashion around the space of the boxing ring. The attack success, then a right hand upstairs, jabbing punches slung into the body from Núñez. There was a portion of the round for Sugar from Mexico. Scored down to the body, then a left hook, uppercut to the head, followed by... But his punches appearing to be less potent as he team off trying to tuck up. He fires off the ropes near the neutral corner. So Núñez continued. Núñez kept that attack going and had further success to both head. Effectively picks out rounds. Straight shots followed, ended by a right hook from
Memasuki ronde ke-7, di sini Núñez mulai membaca pola masuk Rakhimov. Setiap kali Rakhimov melangkah 1-2 ke depan, ring hard Núñez datang lebih tepat. Rakhimov tetap menyicil poin, tapi Núñez punya pukulan yang lebih merusak. Untuk pertama kalinya, Shavka terlihat kehilangan keseimbangan.
Counterclockwise to his right, and final attempted shot, left hook to the body, one boxer Núñez, and having success with that right hand. Núñez almost leaving Núñez chasing shadows. Standing job, re-establishing his movement. Recovery of energy levels from Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. Núñez has got him pinned in the neutral corner near the far side of the ring. He was hurt repeatedly to the body, but while stalking his man. Action directly up to walk him back across the space of center ring. Referee Mark Nelson, his shot selection, scoring repeatedly to both in the round. Double right hand success. So this was shaping up into a round of 2 halves. Came back up as though it was shaping to throw a left hook, and right on. Núñez is making Rakhimov hold a clockwise movement to the right burst of punches, scoring through the middle and around the corner where his heavy-handed artillery is wreaking full attack of his own. He looks for a right cross over the top of range, long bridging his man with the lead left. Didn't set it up with a jab. On hand to intervene because the bell is imminent. Beautiful southpaw left. Right. The movement of Rakhimov, that was notable. Rakhimov to hold his feet. But remember, grim front foot pressure, targeting both body and head. Not suggesting that Núñez is looking to nick it.
Memasuki ronde ke-8, ronde ini milik Núñez sepenuhnya. Ia membuat Rakhimov bertahan lebih banyak. Body shot Núñez semakin ganas terdengar jelas ketika masuk ke tulang rusuk. Rakhimov mulai melambat, tekanan menurun, power Meksiko semakin terasa.
Núñez steps back into the breach, but then scores with a 2-shot salvo with his own up. Núñez to take a rare backward step at the crowd. Mid-range, Rakhimov off the ropes with a left cut. Rakhimov is backing up the man from terrific action. Both men enjoying success, resulting in a torrid 2-way exchange right into Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov's corner that they're going to range once again. Good left uppercut off the rope from Eduardo Núñez momentarily stopped. Eduardo Núñez keeping him pinned there. On the resumption, left hook in non-stop fashion is Eduardo Núñez. Rakhimov cut through the middle from Núñez. Successive right hands as Núñez continuing to press. Mid-range. Inside looking to score through the middle. He does so with a 2-shot space of center ring or on the ropes. Neither boxing match that is being conducted in the combination. Núñez continuing to press, more success to toe with one another in search of their own offensive momentarily before planting his feet back into the canvas once. 10-second clapper barely audible. Good double right hand to the body. His work to the body, particularly Núñez, with some seriously heavy artillery in the contest every second of the way. And on a cake, Rakhimov ending the round with the final word. Success to both.
Memasuki ronde ke-9, Núñez menyerang lebih agresif. Rakhimov mencoba bertahan sambil menyerang balik, tapi bentuk pukulannya sudah mulai melemah. Núñez terus memotong dengan counter kanan yang bersih. Di akhir ronde, Rakhimov mundur ke tali untuk pertama kali dalam bertarung.
And again, left hook, right uppercut as the two men lock horns at close range. But a free swing up. But Núñez, his punch from Rakhimov. This is back and forth. Non-stop punching to both head and body. And as he walked him back across the ring, but he's spending a fair amount of time trying to keep this. From Núñez, and from Núñez, but back comes Rakhimov, keeping his wits about him, looking to fire back, but supports himself off the ropes, get back to the space, but Eduardo Núñez, unrelenting with his attack. Beautiful body crashing home at mid-range and short range, but look at that, right on the resumption, right hand to the body, forces Núñez to back up momentarily, more as Rakhimov walks him back together. Good left from Rakhimov. Considerable swelling. Right hand landed, followed by a left hook. It's a rugged physical affair. This ninth round, right hand over the top, and then Núñez looks to counter. Rakhimov back right down to his boots, and then shots after the bell fired. But type. This is an example of the industry being demonstrated rounds. But you're often left with the impression that the Núñez, and you can see during this exchange, of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov cannot be discounted. There's a close-up of that. But the work rate of Eduardo.
Memasuki ronde ke-10, ronde ini nyaris dihentikan. Núñez menghantam tubuh Rakhimov berkali-kali dengan hook kanan. Rakhimov menahan dengan keberaniannya luar biasa, tapi wajahnya mulai bengkak. Núñez mengejar, memojok, dan mendaratkan kombinasi keras.
Eduardo Núñez. So brief intervention. Left hook more, looking to walk his way in the front door. Rakhimov fighting his way off the rope here tonight on this IBA Champions Night of Boxing. Referee Mark Nelson again intimating right now he's got to get busy with his gloves because really, but these are bludgeoning blows being thundered in. Is Eduardo Núñez. The shot's being blocked by trying to plow a trench into the Rakhimov addressed. And dare I say it, this was one for Rakhimov. Rakhimov continues to be backed up, and the shots having an increased. Rakhimov countering during this portion of the round to the extent that he can spin back to the space of center ring. Champion, head swiveling further, backed up to the terrific work from Eduardo Núñez, like cough medicine. All up in his grill is the man from Mexico as he's looking to Núñez. Big swing and a miss, his hands go, but it's only a two-shot salvo. Núñez, but now altogether more letting his hands go. Rakhimov trying to fire away. There's Rakhimov looking to rally, but look at the response that it elicits. Action from round number 10. Núñez, and this is where he really began to continue toe-to-toe right up until the conclusion of.
Memasuki ronde ke-11, Núñez langsung menyerang. Ia memaksa Rakhimov mundur dengan strength kanan. Rakhimov tersudut tidak seperti biasanya. Kemudian hujani di pukulan dimulai dengan hook kanan ke tubuh, uppercut kanan ke kepala, overhand kanan, kombinasi kiri kanan bertubi-tubi. Rakhimov terpojok menerima pukulan bersih.
At the expense of Shavkatdzhon Rakhimov. The distance victory in this.
Dengan kemenangan ini, Eduardo Sugar Núñez resmi menjadi penantang wajib IBF. Jalanannya dari petinju KO asal Meksiko kini membuka jalan menuju sabuk dunia. Dan malam ini di Tajikistan, dunia melihat kekuatan Sugar yang sesungguhnya. Tulis pendapat kalian di kolom komentar tentang pertarungan ini. Dan jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan nyalakan loncengnya agar teman-teman tidak ketinggalan ulasan tinju lainnya. Eduardo Sugar Núñez, the winner by